South Dakota's Department of Corrections will be forced to free a man this week that they believe could still be a danger to others.
The man convicted of attempted sexual contact with a child will be released with no conditions in Sioux Falls.
KELOLAND's Tom Hansen shows us what police can do about it and why authorities are warning the public.
On Thursday, July 20th, James Hanscom will walk out of the South Dakota State Prison in Sioux Falls. Having served his 6-year, 8-month, and 10-day sentence, he will be a free man. Since he served his entire sentence, there is no parole. Sioux Falls police are aware, but there is little they can do.
Now, if a person's convicted of some different sex crimes, they may have to register as a sex offender, and so there's some restrictions about where they can live, and that they have to register a couple of times throughout the year to update certain information. But other than that, they have been completely adjudicated. They've completed their sentence, so there's really nothing that we can do as police or law enforcement.
In a release, State Secretary of Corrections Kelly Wasco said, based on his criminal history and institutional assessments that indicate a high risk to reoffend, I'm alerting law enforcement and the public of this offender's pending release from prison. Hanscom is 5 foot 6 inches tall, weighs about 210 pounds. He has black hair and green eyes. Police say it's important for the public to be aware of any potential threat.
I think the openness, sharing this information helps the public to know that a person like this is out there in the community. It doesn't mean that they'll necessarily reoffend and commit another crime, but the potential is there. And obviously the Department of Corrections thought that it was serious enough that they needed to notify the public. And so
Clemens says following Hanscom or putting him under police surveillance would violate his rights. On top of that, they don't have the manpower to follow all suspected criminals in the city. Tom Hansen, KELOLAND News.
Since 2011, the South Dakota Department of Corrections has only issued 13 public notices pending the release of a prisoner that they consider to be a high-risk offender.